Sup Cheesewas fam, I'm Genesis, and I'm here with my little sister. She's helping me today, so she's a cutie. We'll probably be putting up a video together pretty soon, and we're going to be singing a Disney song together. Today I'm doing that review of Fall Out Boy's Mania that I've been asked to do, and if this video gets to 10 likes, I will do that Black Veil Brides review you guys have been asking me for. Also drop a like if you're Fort Osage Indian, because I am too, and yeah. I've been really excited about this video, guys. I've been ready for it since before it even came out. Actually, I need to do one... Stop. Actually, I need to do one more thing before we start this video, so give me a second. And I have my Mania shirt on, and now that I'm in the spirit of Fall Out Boy, this video. Thanks, Pete. The first song on the album... Sorry, my camera's being weird. Let me fix this angle. Don't aim it at my crotch, please. There we go. Now... my first impression of Young A Menace was that it was very weird considering how Fall Out Boy normally is. They have this whole Skrillex thing going on. And the first time I listened to it, I actually watched the music video and I was so confused. Like, why are there llamas? Who's this girl? Why are the llamas also her parents? And why get in some random person's trunk? It was just really weird, okay? But upon listening 2 or 3 times, I really loved the lyrics and I actually can relate to it a little bit. And overall, the sound to it was amazing. And I think it's amazing that Brennan Urie was one of the llamas in the music video because... I don't know, that's just hilarious to me because they're actually friends in real life, and I like that a lot. And I would overall give the song a 10, no, not a 10 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, probably, on this album. And for Young A Menace, I'm going to say my favorite lyric from... Why? My favorite song on the album is probably I Woke Up in My Shoes Again, But Somewhere You Exist singing. Because that is pretty much me. Like, sometimes I just get home and I'm like, I'm done with this day, and I just fall asleep with my shoes on. And I'm constantly thinking about my dreams of becoming a musician, and so I just like, you know, somewhere I exist singing. And that's the way that I interpret that, even though it's probably not what he meant. And I also find it hilarious that Patrick kind of, oops, I did it again. Because, you know, Britney Spears, I think that's hilarious. And it's just great. But yeah, overall I give the song an 8 out of 10, and it was great, guys. I encourage you to listen to it. The second song on the album for me to review is Champion. From the minute I heard it, I was like, yes! The message is so inspiring, and it was cool to watch the music video because there was so much going on and so much to see. The kids in the music video jamming out to their music is kind of the equivalent of my friends and I when we hear that song, because it's just, when I go through a really tough time or I'm about to do something awesome, that's the song I think about. The instrumental, the lyrics, everything in that song is just amazing and I love it, and I would give that song a 10 out of 10, a solid 10 out of 10. The third song I'm supposed to be reviewing is Stay Frosty Royal Milk Tea. First of all, the heck is that title? I hated that title. The minute I saw that song, I was like, oh, they're going back to the long song titles, even though they never really left, you know? I was like, oh, what the heck, why? The first time I heard it, I absolutely hated it. It was annoying the first time listening to it. I just didn't like the sound of it, anything about it, really. So it was really annoying. The second time I heard it, and I loved the beat to it, but the lyrics were kind of confusing. I understood parts, and the other parts I was like, what? Like, seriously. But the third time, I actually thought it was very good, and I give the song an 8 out of 10, because it actually pretty much, it grew on me. But that title makes no sense. I can't understand it. Maybe if they made a music video, I'd understand it better, but for now, just what the heck is that? The fourth song I'm going to be reviewing is Hold Me Tight or Don't. Automatic 9 out of 10. I automatically loved the beat, the lyrics were amazing, and the video was beautiful and creative, especially since Patrick says he was very ill in the filming of this video. I loved it so much, and despite him being sick, it actually turned out very well. Yeah, so that video automatically gets a 6 out of 10, a 9 out of 10. My favorite lyric in the entire song is probably, when your stitch comes loose, I'd like to sleep on every piece of fuzz and stuffing that comes out of you. I like that lyric. And I also like that, other favorite lyric from Hold Me Tight or Don't is probably I take too many hits off this memory, because I can relate to that with people that I've been with, people that I've been friends with, just like when they're gone, it sucks, you know, like, I feel like everyone can kind of relate to that lyric, and yeah. The fifth song I will be reviewing is The Last of the Real Ones. I really think it's so amazing. I loved the way that the llamas were reoccurring, and it's hilarious and creative. Like, where did these llamas come from? I want to know. It makes me want to sit down and have an interview with Patrick and all of the other members of the band, Pete, Joe, Andy, and I just want to be like, so what made you think that llamas of all creatures, the whole idea of Young and Menace, according to what I read about what the song was supposed to mean after I actually listened to the song, I was kind of like, okay, so the llamas are supposed to represent monsters. Like, her parents are monsters to her because of the way that they fight, and she doesn't like that. And so she runs off to go tell people, and nobody understands her. Nobody understands what's going on in her life. And so she just ends up, freaking out. And that's the way that it was. And that the song was beautiful. I just want to know, instead of picking like a monster or, like dragons, something like that, they picked llamas. And I think that's very unique. And I just want to know where it came from. So yeah, that's my view on that. But they kind of remind me of the creatures from Labyrinth, if you guys have ever seen that movie with David Bowie. The lyrics are actually very well written, in my opinion, and I automatically fell in love with the beat. My favorite lyric is probably, "You are the sun and I am just the planet spinning around you." That's just a really pretty lyric to me. This song gets a 7 out of 10. The sixth song is Wilson, or Expensive Mistakes, I don't know. My first impression of the song was, well, between loving it and not loving it. Then I listened to the lyrics and I loved it. The video was hilarious to me. The guitar was great. Thanks, Pete. And I give the song an 8 out of 10. My favorite lyric was, "If I can get my together, I'm gonna run away and never see any of you again." And I just think that's a really cool lyric. I feel like everyone can relate to it a little bit. It doesn't matter who you're talking about. It can be your parents, your friends, people in your life that you just don't want to be around. It can be anyone. And I think that's a really good lyric. And so, yeah, 8 out of 10, guys. I love this song. Okay, number 7 is Church. This song is okay, but the choir in the background was a lot to take in at first, to be honest. Upon listening a few times, I actually really love it, and Patrick's soul voice never fails to disappoint. It is amazing, and the video was so pretty. The lyrics were really, really well written, and I give it despite how good it was, compared to the rest of the songs on the album, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It standing on its own is probably an 8 out of 10. And I don't think I have a favorite lyric from this song. So, yeah, because this is one of those songs where I haven't really went through the lyrics very well. And I feel like I need to, analyze them a bit more. But yeah, I do appreciate the song a lot. Number 9 was Heaven's Gate, and right off the bat, the dun 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 dun, I kind of got a mixed vibe between Ed Sheeran and Rihanna, because if you've heard Rihanna's Love on the Brain, it sounds too similar to it, in my opinion. But, a lot of songs sound like each other. It's how it is these days. It feels like there's no new music because almost everything sounds the same in pop music. However, they took that pop genre and they mixed it with their alternative that they got going on. And I really admire that because his voice fit really well with what they did with the song, and I just really liked it. This is another song where I didn't get the chance to really analyze the lyrics, but if I do, I will let you guys know my opinion on that, or I will comment them or something. I paid nearly no attention to the lyrics the first time listening because his voice sounded so good to me. His high notes never fail to amaze me. Not necessarily in that song, but they're just always good. The music is very calming to me, and I give it an overall 8 out of 10. The very last song on the album was The Bishop's Knife Trick. Why is the cord in the camera? Ah! Okay. Okay. The intro to Bishop's Knife Trick was very relaxing, and Patrick's voice, like I said, never fails to intrigue me. The lyrics were okay, and I think I'd give the song an overall 7 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, so some more questions I'm gonna answer are, So my favorite song on the album was probably, I really like Stay Frosty Royal Milk Tea, even though I didn't like the lyrics that much. And I really, even though it's probably a cliche thing to say, I don't know. Don't do it. Don't. Even though it's probably a cliche thing to say, I really like Champion, because who doesn't? It's an amazing song with amazing lyrics, and it's just great. So yeah, that's probably my favorite song, since I gave it a 10 out of 10. It was the only one to get a 10 out of 10, you know. And my least favorite song on the album, I'm trying to think here. Bishop's Knife Trick was probably my least favorite, actually. I'd say it was okay, but I didn't like it that much. Overall, like, let's say we're talking about all of the albums of Fall Out Boy, I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10, because 10 out of 10 is between American Beauty, American Psycho, whatever, and even though I really liked Save Rock and Roll, Folie à Deux, I think that's how you pronounce it, that is one of my favorite albums of theirs. I've always loved it, and the album cover is just so cute. The entire album was amazing, and yeah, I don't know if I share this opinion, but drop a comment if I'm pretty sure it's $20 Nosebleed. Let me know that Please Take Me Back, that song. Yeah, let me know if you thought that it sounded like Brendan Urie, because I think it does. And every time I listen to it, I'm just really shook, like, that sounds like Brendan. You guys don't have the same voice. Stop. And yeah, it's really weird. So yeah. If you want me to do that Black Veil Brides review, all you gotta do is drop 10 likes, or, yeah. Drop likes for any reason. Drop likes because you like me. Drop likes because you like Fall Out Boy. Drop likes because you're gay. Drop likes because you're gonna be single on Valentine's Day. I feel for you. I know.
Drop likes if you want to hear the repentance.
Oh, yeah. Come here. So, probably later tonight, we'll be filming a cover of At Last I See the Light from Rapunzel. And, yeah, so please show us support. We are so excited about it. I'm really excited about it anyway. I don't know about her, because she's kind of a weasel.
I'm a woodchuck, not a weasel.
A woodchuck? Why would you want to be a woodchuck?
Just bugs.
Her little bow. Her flower.
But
But I hope that you guys will still watch this video, and like I said, if we get 10 likes on this, I will do the Black Veil Brides. If we get 10 likes on, 15 likes on that video, I will do the Ask Me Alexandria one. And also, comment your favorite song by Fall Out Boy. I really want to know, especially from this album, but any Fall Out Boy song. I want to hear what your guys' favorites are, and yeah. But until tonight, or later tomorrow, whenever I upload my next video, later, Cheese Whiz fam. Bye!